was the venue, and the occasion was the last round of the Eurocars Championship for both V6 and V8 machinery. With one race apiece on the Saturday, it was the V8s who set the ball rolling, with Barry Lee out-dragging newly crowned champion Mike Jordan off the front row as we go on board with Kevin Clark right behind them. These three will be the class of the field all weekend, while Graham Hathaway slotted past Pete Chambers to establish himself as the best of the rest. But the real action was at the front. Lee still led from Jordan and Clark as each showed his individual choice of line. Past the pits and up to paddock, Lee takes the central line, while Jordan turns in deep and late. Clark heads to the gap and gets on the power. A little too early. The race would now be between Jordan and Lee, side by side down Cooper Straight, side by side up Brabham Straight. But now Jordan is on the inside, and the lead is his as they dive into paddock. A lead he was not to lose, as the V8 champion notched up another win ahead of series runner-up Lee. While the V8s had already crowned their champion, three men came to Brands with a shot at the V6 title, the top two equal on points.
Today I'll play safe just to get points, then tomorrow if it comes to the last race that me and Neil's in, then it has to be, everything has to go.
Well, I'm just going to go out and win every race I can tomorrow. I am disappointed I'm not in the first race today, but tomorrow just makes it a lot harder work.
I'm not racing in today's race. Mike will race for tomorrow. Phil White's out in this one today. We'll see how Phil goes on. I've got a tall order really, but it is possible to win the championship points-wise, but I need for Phil and Neil Cunningham to have a bad day really.
On board then with Phil White for the start of race one. He's drawn 9th on the grid, which means he'll be 14th for his second race, so this is his best chance for a win. Up to Druids, and he squeezes out Graham Miller for 7th. Soon he's 5th, just 4 cars between him and a maximum 200 points. He's 4th. Oh, make that 3rd. I think that's what they call the old 1, 2. Eurocar racing is close and contact sometimes inevitable as the tight packs jostle for position. Mid-race and Steve Dance forces his way to the front with White glued to his bumper as Paul Poulter is dumped to 3rd. Behind, a new danger is lurking as Paul Lee, up from 19th on the grid, dives inside Miller to take 4th. But White's eyes are all on Dance as he locks up and slides wide, providing Black 63 with the opening it's been waiting for. At long last, the track ahead is empty. Into paddock, and Lee is now challenging for 2nd, but thinks better of it this time. Back in the pack, Alf Borer in car 2 is up from 22nd to 10th and squeezes past fast lady Julie Butler on Cooper Straight to make it 9th in a charge which would take him to 4th. But all eyes were on the battle at the front. This time, Lee stuck his nose inside Dance and didn't back out. Dance recovered, but all hopes of victory were gone, while Lee challenged White round the outside at Druids and nearly lost 2nd to Miller. At the end, Lee would be disqualified for his clash with Dance, but in any case, White still held on to win on the road.
I'm very pleased, but it wasn't easy. I had to do it, so I just give it everything, and my luck was on my side today.
Day 2, and the pressure mounts as Cunningham faces his first start from 20th spot.
I wasn't looking forward to Phil winning that round, so he's now got a 200-point lead. Today's races I've got to get at least 1 win and finish higher up in the second race than Phil has. So it's going to be a hard day. It's going to be a very hard day.
The 3rd championship contender, Peter Faulding, is right in front of the yellow car of Cunningham as they cruise round for the rolling start. And it's Faulding who makes up the most ground on the opening lap, but he wisely lifts off as Ian Fewing spins across the track in front. But someone else doesn't. And then there were two. At the front, Alf Bora leads from pole position, but he's coming under increasing pressure from Steve Hodgson in Silver 7. Meanwhile, Cunningham is steadily making up ground, using his years of single-seater experience at Brands to pick off the opposition one by one. The art of overtaking is a necessity if you're to succeed in Eurocars, and he was showing just how it should be done. Ahead, Hodgson finally found a gap inside Bora, but Alf was soon to have a bigger problem. Brace for impact. Luckily, it was a soft landing, and no one hit the errant wheel, but the pace car was deployed while they sorted out the mess. At the restart, Hodgson headed for victory ahead of Art Marcus, while Cunningham was now presented with a nice tight pack to start slicing through. And as he did, they scattered in his wake. On the last lap, he was up to 5th, with Mark Willis forging a path ahead of him. The checkered flag arrived before he could improve further than 4th, but few would have put money on him getting that far from 20th to put himself back in the position of being favourite for the title. Even Neil had to count the cars ahead to believe it himself. Neil, you must be rather happy with that result.
Yes, it was a great race, finishing 4th. I was hoping for a top 3 finish, but 4th is better than 5th today.
And your thoughts when the safety car came out? Because you're a bit of a way behind.
Yeah, lady luck on my side there. I could see right up ahead. I thought, I'm never going to catch this first 3. Then the pace car came out straight after that, so it was a bit of luck.
So you assume that Neil's going to win the race, and you have to finish 4th to take the title.
Well, that's the way I'm looking at it. All I hope it doesn't rain. I'm not that quick in the rain, but in the dry, I think I can get going. With a bit of luck, I probably can get up somewhere near full, but we'll see what happens.
Phil, I think it's beginning to rain. Okay, go and have a look for yourself. Track's wet? Not yet. But get the wet tyres ready, just in case, while we make up our minds.
I don't know, he's still on dry, so he'll make his mind up when he sees what I come out with. So he's looking up here as well.
Yeah. Hang on, let's see how they...
Might be snowing in a minute.
I just have to make a right decision for a change. Just keep raining.
We made a decision, we're going to be on wet.
In the end, there was little choice as the pack poured into paddock for the 15-lap showdown. Cunningham on row 2, White back in the murk of row 7. Once again, Neil's extra Brands experience was reaping dividends. He knew that in the wet, the outside has far more grip than the much-used rubber-coated racing line, and he soon swept round Rick Lemon at paddock to take a lead he was never to lose, while the rest of the field slipped and slithered behind him. To deprive Cunningham of the title, White now had to get to 4th from 14th, and he fought hard, very, very hard, fighting his way up to 7th before time ran out, and Neil's win gave him the 1996 Eurocar V6 crown.
It's been a long, tense season. After 30 races to go down to the last race of the day of the season, it's very happy to finish it all now.
The season's finale was an 18-lap splash for the V8 boys, but that was reduced to 15 when Ian Mitchell spun in front of the pack, collected Graham Hathaway, and brought out the red flag. On the restart, Mitchell did it again, but this time all on his own on the grass. What's that they say about number 13? All this gave Pete Chambers and Kevin Clark a huge lead over the chasing pack, with Barry Lee moving up fast from the back. Up ahead, Clark finally squeezed past Chambers to take the lead as Lee began to pressure Jordan for 3rd, which became 2nd after Chambers had fallen off. While Clark headed for an easy win, Lee tried one final attempt to wrest 2nd from Jordan. They don't call him Mr. Entertainment for nothing.